Yes, y'all. This is Mr. Wave from the original New York City Breakers. I want to tell you, man, being on All Hip Hop is being with real hip hop. Peace.
Thank you. That was great.
I got it.
On world, it's your man Chuck Creekmur, aka Jigsaw, here with my boy,
DJ Thoro, a.k.a. Thorozano, Bridge to the Streets. Let's go.
and we are here with a legend, a pioneer, and
man.
a pretty nice guy,
Yeah, pretty nice guy. Straight
Mr.
businessman,
Thank
too.
you very
know what I
much.
mean?
Mr. Wave. I don't know if
right.
you give out your real name these days.
Tony West.
Tony West.
Okay, I ain't want
I didn't want to say it, but
Right. You know how it is.
you know how I know that from watching Soul Train when you said your name on Soul Train.
Oh, we got the photographic memory.
That's how I knew that. You know what I mean?
Did ask.
Well, first things first, I just want to say thank you for your contributions to this great culture of ours called hip hop. I mean, both of us and millions and millions and millions and probably billions more grew up watching you and others and what you gave. And I will start right here, and then we'll.
Dude, do you?
You were special though, because when we saw you, we were like, "How?" We didn't think you had bones.
I heard that a lot.
I'm not gonna lie, the way you moved. So I'll start there. With how did you develop your unique style of dance?
Well, to be totally honest with you, when you go back and when you admire someone else, so I have to go to the days where we didn't have much. There's a black and white TV in the house. You got Michael Jackson's cartoon on television where they could make someone look unreal. And then you have him coming out with Dancing Machine. My original dance name in the early 80s was Dr. Electric.
Okay.
Okay.
Because of the Electric Boogie.
Right, Dr. Electric.
And so because I already knew the Electric Boogie and I had a thing for the mime, which is another illusion, and understood when we started doing the float and the glide that it was all based on illusion.
Right.
You know, lifting one side, moving to the other. But I didn't start the wave thing until one day I was down on Delancey Street, and it was me and my man Asa. You know, we used to come. So we danced on the 169th, Webster, Washington Avenue, all the projects over there, and we had a little crew called the TR Nation. Okay. You know, and everybody used to come play over there, Flash, all of them, 63 Park or whatever, playground. But we got some money. You know, we were going out buying some shearlings, some sheepskins. And while we were making the transaction.
Orchard Street? Oh, Jew-Man.
Jew-Man,
bro.
Jew-Man,
okay, all right.
Jew-Man.
Okay.
So we got down there, and we had, we had the iron-ons, the letters pressed on, and it said Dr. Electric on my back.
Right.
And this kid pulls up in a motorcycle. Helmet, get out, fresh ass bike. Kid nice. From New York City Breakers. And he said, yo, bro, we got audition to dance for Catherine Dunham and the President of the United States. Wow. Ronald Reagan at the Kennedy Center Honors. And you guys can come down to Manhattan and audition for it. And I always been the cat that was a rebel at the household. So I'm going to go check this thing out.
Right.
And not the thrill of getting down, but just to see this level of what we've started, what we've done. I get there and the room is full of B-boys. I remember, and I'm a kid, and maybe I don't remember well, but there was like agents on the side because, you know, whoever gets picked now has to be checked out.
Right.
And I get in the room and I see all these dancers that I had not met before because I hadn't ventured out to their parts of the neighborhood outside of the Bronx, short of St. James Park and Katona Park and those parks, but I had never seen them. And in that room you had Pop Master Fable, you had Norm Ski, you had Mr. Wiggles, you had an entourage of legends that were not legends yet.
Right.
And so at that point I said, I really want to do this. So I went over in the corner and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to combine multiple styles. So I went in the corner and I already had the tick. Electric Boogie. I had the vibration. I had other different styles. I had the mime. I started taking the tick and smoothing it out because people were in there ticking. Michael Holman looks over across the room, him and Noel, and they see me, and they say, hey, check this guy out. So Mike jumps up. Michael Holman, the manager of the New York City Breakers, said, hey, man, can you come outside for a minute? And I'm like, sure. My man Ace is standing. I'm like, sure, I'll go out. Went into the hallway. He took Chino, who was the president, the owner, of the guy who started this with Mike, him and Noel, took me in the hallway, said, hey, man, we want to put you in the group of the New York City Breakers. Okay. And I was like, yeah, I'm good with that. You know, so I go back in, don't know nobody in the room. Yeah. I go back in. Mike makes the announcement. Wow. Hello, everybody. We are going to name Dr. Electric as one of the new New York City Breakers. Wow. Everybody clapped, though, in respect. Yeah. Then Chino said, nah, because you so smooth with what you do, we're going to rename you Mr. Wave. Wow. All in one split.
All this happened in
about an hour.
Crazy. A Cinderella.
And then I became Mr. Wave. And then Mike had Brim for the actual show do me a Mr. Wave pants on my pants and on my jacket. It wasn't a Brim. It was Brim and another graffiti artist. I forgot his name. He'll kill me, though. But, yeah, so that's how it got started with the waves. Okay. But I realized in dance, and I'll tell you why I was accepted, but I realized in dance, if you don't give your all in rap, dance, any of the elements, you become like the rest. So why am I special? Because I gave up my body for it. Right. I went into the wave. Yeah. I elevated the wave. I moved the wave around. I didn't just, go tick and then make it a wave. Right. And that was a lot of the difference. Right. And, elevation. Okay. Wow. You answered my question before I could ask it. So I originally thought you were from Kingsbridge because I know a lot of New York City Breakers are from Kingsbridge in the Bronx. Yep. Right. So I was gonna ask you how did you all even meet or whatever, but you just answered that question. Well, we all were in the same area. They're Kingsbridge. I'm 183rd and Creston.
Up the block.
Okay,
up the block. Right.
And just the jump subject, we all are under the misconception. We all knew each other. A lot of us knew each other. Me and Cass lived on the same. We all were around each other. That's not that far from Jerome Park, and so it was easy to, after I became part of the crew, I'm so close to them.
Right.
So let's talk about the time period in which we're talking. So what year is this, and what else was happening in New York City at this time?
Evolution. From 81 to 84, just before Run Them, that was the true evolution. That's why it was a race, because it was about the block party. It was about the jam. It was about watching them set up. Hours to set up at the projects. No quarrels, no fights, and the enthusiasm that at the end of the day, when they turn those speakers on, your chest was going to fly. It was vibrating the concrete for blocks. You didn't have to know about a jam through flyers like everyone says. You could hear it. You could walk long and far enough to hear and know, like, the jam was like the ice cream truck. Makes sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
And we just fell in love with it.
Yeah.
All night. But let me tell you something else about a jam that they don't do anymore. There were specific songs because you had to allow the women to participate in the jams. Right. All night long. Oh, climb up on the... And that's when the B-boys, the B-girls, the MCs were able to let their hair down. Right. And just enjoy the DJ. Right. So everybody had a place in the jam. Right. And then there were the ropes. You couldn't penetrate street legends, let's call them, because we were growing. So Dr. Electric got accepted by TR Nation. See, people only name the major crews. There were so many more crews.
Okay, right.
So many more. There was a crew for every stitch in your hat.
Right.
In the same areas.
Right.
But silence is golden. And so that was the time that crews got chosen, people got chosen on a local level. Now, how do you get chosen on the big stage, on the major level?
President stage, yeah.
Right.
How do you get to that? Now, is that a credit to Michael Holman?
Which,
as far as being picked for those bigger stages, like performing for Ronald Reagan, of all people?
you know what? I love Michael Holman, and I give him all the respect he's due. Because he didn't only help the New York City Breakers. He helped Rocksteady. Rocksteady was before New York City Breakers under Michael Holman. He helped Rocksteady. He helped Jazzy J Bam. All of them. He knew all of them. Michael was a middle class guy out of Washington, I believe, Washington State, that was well, you know, mentally there as far as education, that fell in love with it and the possibilities before us. It was Michael Holman, to what I've heard from my own crew and what I've heard from Michael's own mouth. When Rocksteady was so dope at First Class and the Grill, he wanted a battle. So Mike wanted that battle, and I believe Lep or Legs brought in the New York City Breakers, Floor Masters at that time.
According to Legs, it was Legs.
It might have been Legs. He had a great relationship with Legs. He still does, I believe.
Legs.
You know,
It was Legs.
but again, when that was going on, I was in a group home somewhere. I was in Halfway House.
Okay.
You know, when that was happening, but Michael Holman has touched a lot of us. He did Run DMC's for that Christmas commercial. That's Little Lep.
Yeah, the elf. Yeah,
that's
I know
all
that.
Michael Holman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to credit Michael Holman.
Yeah.
The calls went into Michael Holman, and the thing he did next is he went and got us an attorney.
Okay.
So in 1984, we were making $10,000 a show. We had to split it, but we were
Right.
making $10,000 a show. We did so
That's
many
good for
shows they had to
teenagers.
split us up.
Right.
Three of us go to one country, 4 of us go to another country. That's how it was coming in.
In '84, that's
84, 85.
good
86.
now. Shit.
That's great right
You can
now.
make- shit, I'll take that now.
We were one of the highest paid dance groups at that time.
Right. Now, I got to